What's up, everybody? I'm here in my office and this is where I get most of my work done, besides going out there in the field and filming. And you guys are probably wondering, hey Sangye, how come you're not out there in the field giving the same stand-up as you normally do in other programs? Well, this time around I wanted to try something different and talk to you guys about the beauty of rhododendron flower in this intimate way. And when we really think about the rhododendron flower, it's got a very special place in our hearts as Bhutanese. As a symbol of purity and divine beauty, we really cherish this flower. The rhododendron flower is to the Bhutanese equivalent to the cherry blossoms for the Japanese. This flower is celebrated in festivals, incorporated within the work of arts, as well as used as a metaphor in most of our songs. Welcome to another episode of Floral Expedition with me, Sangye Choiphel. And this time around, let's have this intimate talk about the rhododendron flower. The rhododendron. This beautiful plant is a flowering plant that belongs to the heath family. There are more than 1,000 species of rhododendron that are native to Europe, Asia, North America, and Australia, out of which Bhutan can also boast of housing 49 species of rhododendron. So it's pretty cool that from out of more than 1,000 species of rhododendron in the world, Bhutan houses 49 species of them. And if you're like me who lives here in Thimphu and loves frequent rides to Dochala, well, I'm sure you've already noticed around this time of the year, the rhododendron flower is at its full bloom. The rhododendron plant grows in cool climates on slightly acidic and well-drained soil. It can be found in the mountainous, coniferous, and temperate forest, and sometimes even in the tropical rainforest. There are many places, both in the wild and within city borders, where you can enjoy the blooming season of rhododendron in Bhutan. Huge gardens with numerous temples and monasteries as well. If you head to Punakha from Thimphu, you will notice big tree parks with pink, red, and white colors of rhododendron along the way. The blooming season starts from early April till July, with some species starting either a bit earlier or finishing a few weeks later. Although there are plenty to be seen spread sporadically in the wild, depending on the season, the Royal Botanical Park in Lumperi holds a 3-day event where visitors can enjoy this beautiful plant during the month of April or May. And if you are a huge fan of the rhododendron flower, well, you're in luck, because around this time of the year, there is a Rhododendron Festival that takes place in the Royal Botanical Park in Lumperi. Let's cut to the video. This year, the annual 3-day Rhododendron Festival took place on the 19th to the 21st of April. The festival celebrates the rhododendron flower, which blossoms abundantly in Bhutan. It draws in visitors from all over the world as it features the Rhododendron Garden Walk and exhibition, local culture and cuisines, arts and crafts with cultural programs. The festival displays different species that are in full bloom in their natural habitat. It's really cool that we have an annual Rhododendron Festival that takes place in the Royal Botanical Park at Lumperi. But this year, I was kind of disappointed because when I went there to film, I didn't see any of the species of rhododendron blooming. So when I asked one of the forest rangers, he said, due to the long winters that we experienced here this year, the flowers would bloom at a later stage. But it didn't make sense to me that the festival was occurring at that time with no rhododendron blooming. But whatever the reason and whatever it is, if you have not attended the festival, be sure to attend the festival next year, because I'm sure the next year they'll get the timing right and everybody could enjoy the beautiful rhododendron flower. And we have to all agree that the rhododendron flower is just beautiful, fragrant, with ornamental leaves. And I wouldn't mind having one of the flowers at home myself. It is a genus characterized by shrubs and small to rarely large trees, the smallest species growing to 10 to 100 centimeters tall, and the largest reported to grow up to 30 or 98 feet tall. The leaves are spirally arranged and leaf size can range from 1 to 2 centimeters to over 50 centimeters. Some types of rhododendron have evergreen leaves, while others have deciduous leaves. Evergreen types usually have large, paddle-shaped leaves. Deciduous plants often have small, elliptical leaves. Bottom side of the leaves of some species of rhododendron is covered with hairs or scales. Alright, now that we know a little bit more about the rhododendron plant, like the size of the petals, the texture of the leaves, and some species of rhododendron plant that grows as tall as 98 feet, some of the best known species are noted for the cluster of large flowers in a trumpet shape or a tubular shaped flowers, and colors can range from pink, red, golden, white, and even purple. The Rhododendron arboreum is one of the most common rhododendron in Bhutan, especially with the red blooms. This time of the year, it is abundant in Dochula, Pobjika, and Gasa. Growing at an altitude above 3,000 meters, it's a spectacular view with the last remaining snow of the winter. As the warm spring sun melts the snow, the rhododendron flowers step to the limelight, revealing its beauty. The bright color of the flowers and the sweet nectar attracts many insect species as well as few bird species. Filled to the brim with clusters of flowers, it is a picturesque scenic view, beckoning to be captured in a photograph, and wonder in awe and amazement of its delicate beauty. No wonder so many songs have been sung of its divine beauty. There are so many interesting different facts about the rhododendron. Did you know that the rhododendron is also referred to as a rose tree because of its resemblance and how it produces flowers, just like some species of rose? And even the name rhodo in Greek means rose and dendron means tree. It is the national flower of Nepal. It is the state flower of West Virginia. It is the state flower of Nagaland as well as Himachal Pradesh. And in the language of flowers, rhododendron symbolizes danger and to be aware. And that's probably due to its toxicology. Some species of rhododendron are very poisonous to grazing animals, especially toxic to horses. But in Bhutan, it symbolizes divine beauty, and many songs have been composed dedicated to the Etometo. Check out this video. Etometo has always been incorporated within our local songs, and it will always be fitting, reinforcing our admiration for this divine, beautiful flower. So there we have it. The next time you spot a rhododendron along your trip, be sure to sing a song of its divine beauty. Bye now.